Hello Libra, welcome. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I hope you're all well wherever you are. This is your reading for the 31st of January through to the 6th of February 2022, or thereabouts. It could resonate a little bit beyond that time. It is a general reading, Libra, so it won't resonate with everybody, but it certainly will with some. So please take what resonates with you, leave the rest behind. It'll be for somebody else at this time. Just to say that Mercury retrograde comes to an end round about the 3rd of February, so it starts to go, appearing to go in forward motion in the heavens. But what that means, it should be bringing an end to delays, to plans, and also any miscommunications should start to be cleared up and be more smooth running. And digital, electronic equipment or energy should start to sort itself out as well around about that time. So lots to look forward to, but it's all part of our life. It's the energy, the universal energies, and how the planets influence and, I suppose, control to a certain extent life here on Earth. But it's all part of who we are. It's all part of the universal space and that we are all connected to. So it's a very important time. Sometimes, you know, the planets help us to slow down a bit and help us to step back and think a little bit more and reflect on what's happening, what's gone, you know, and where we're going. So it's all part of our life journey. So it's quite a wonderful thing, really. And nothing to be alarmed about. It all depends on how we react and respond to these different energies. That's the important thing. Okay, so what do we have for Libra, please? What's important for Libra to consider at this time? For Libra. 31st of January to the 6th of February 2022. Right, we have number 15, and this talks about farewell, goodbyes, closure, endings of something, letting somebody know it's the end, bidding somebody farewell, bringing closure to a situation. All right, I'll just pop that to one side. And yes, number 25, which talks about things being misleading, illusions, confusion, somebody that's very good at manipulation. And confusing situations. All right, and that's what maybe you're saying goodbye to now, bringing an end to that sort of an energy. All right, let's get into the tarot for you now, Libra. Using the Druid Craft Tarot now. So what's important for Libra to consider at this time? What's important for Libra to consider at this time, please? So we have the heart of your reading, Libra, the root of the matter, past influences, what's on your mind at the moment, the future going forward, and then something else that your guides would like to say to you at this time. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Swords, and this talks about grasping the nettle, taking action, being strong, being brave, and taking direct action. Cutting away the dark clouds, cutting out that which is no longer serving you now, because you're on the cusp of something new, a new beginning here, new opportunities. So let's see, I'll just put that to one side. We'll see where that fits into your reading in a moment. So using the Anna Tarot, what could we clarify all of the cards on the table, please? What is it important for Libra to be aware of at this time? Clarify all of the cards on the table, please, for Libra. For Libra. Alright, we have a card that's jumped out and flipped over, so I will have a quick look at this for you. It's the Three of Pentacles, and this talks about putting the finishing touches to something that you've been working hard on. It's like putting the final piece of a jigsaw onto the table, fitting it in, and you can see then the complete picture. Alright, so I'll just pop that back in. A little bit more of a shuffle. And at the bottom of the deck we have the High Priestess. It's very much a Pisces energy. But this is tapping into your intuition, into your higher self, Libra. And there's something you know you don't know, if that makes sense. And so you're searching for answers within and with the universal connections, tapping into your higher self. Alright, at the heart of your reading, Libra, we have the High Priestess again. So we've had the High Priestess out already, so she's come out again at the heart of your reading. So it's a major arcana, and it is a significant energy. And the Seven of Pentacles. So the High Priestess, this is, as I was already saying, tapping into your intuition, into your higher self, to find out something, to get to the bottom of something. Something you feel is hidden from you, from view. And it's to do with the Seven of Pentacles. And this is when you've planted seeds and you've been having to nurture them, wait for them to grow, look after them, help them to grow. But having to be patient and waiting for something to grow. So there's something that you are nurturing or looking after, that you've been growing from seed, metaphorically speaking, Libra. But you're now needing to get more information. You're tapping in, you're connecting with your spiritual self, with your inner self, with your universe, with the universal energies, the moon energies particularly. So you're making these strong connections now to do with whatever it is that you are nurturing, that you are growing. Okay. Right. What's at the root of this? Well, we have the Princess of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. So at the root of this, already in place, is this opportunity to do with money, finances, career, work, that, you know, that came along and you did give it a lot of consideration, and it sort of almost came out of the blue, and it has intrigued you, Libra. Whatever it is, it'll be something different for all of you. But it's something that intrigued you, but you could see the opportunity there within it. Yes, and the clarifier is the Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment, feeling truly blessed, celebrating joy, happiness, good fortune, you know. And that's what was brought in by the Princess of Pentacles energy. So that's at the root of this. Past influences, we have the Nine of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. So what's happened in the past connected to this reading. We've got the Wounded Warrior. So something has been difficult, lots of battles fought, lots of battles won, but a need to protect yourself nonetheless. Feeling quite beaten up and wounded about things, but not giving up because there's one final battle to be fought. So not giving up, being quite determined. And with the Four of Pentacles as the clarifier, it is about looking after what you have. Keeping what you have or what you've done, what you're doing, a secret from others, hiding it so that others can't see what you're doing. And of course, you know, we can't be an open book all of the time, can we, Libra? So sometimes we have to have this energy But whatever it is you've been hanging on to do, to this final battle, I feel you've been keeping it from others, not allowing others to see or to be aware of what this is. And of course, that's followed on to with the High Priestess and, you know, digging deep into your intuition about how to keep growing these pentacles that the seeds that you've set. That, you know, hold a lot of promise. But there's been difficulties, there've been some difficult battles here. And you've been feeling a bit wounded, but you're holding on, you're not giving up, and you're keeping something to yourself. So what's on your mind, Libra? Well, we have the Hermit and we have the Tower. So what you're thinking about at the moment is to find a new way forward, a better way forward. We have the Hermit at the top of the mountain and he's shining his light. He's trying to get inspiration. He's going within to get the answers that he needs to find a better way down from the mountain. So this is taking time out, you know, introspection. And it's to do with the tower. There's been a tower moment. There's been one of your towers that you've built, or somebody's built, Libra, has come crumbling to the ground because it was built on faulty foundations. So there has been quite a bit of a shocking revelation at some point that you're thinking about now and giving it some deep thought and reflection on. Going forward, we have the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Cups. And the Eight of Swords is when we're feeling quite stuck, bound up, tied up, blindfolded, can't see a way forward. But it's all what's happening in the mind, you see. So it's being mentally trapped. The young lady, if the ties on her wrists aren't tied in a knot, she could shake them off, untie herself and remove the blindfold, and she would be able to see what's around her and a way forward. But she's choosing to keep the binds on and to keep the blindfold on because it's a difficult thing to see, something difficult to face here. So it's almost you're keeping yourself tied up here because to remove the blindfold would be a little bit difficult for you. And it's to do with the Ace of Cups. It's to do with a new opportunity, a new beginning that would have been meaningful for your heart. A new love offer, perhaps, for some of you. Promise of a new relationship, perhaps, for some of you. But it doesn't have to be. It's whatever is. It's a new opportunity, a new beginning that's meaningful for your heart space. Something that you would love, you know, and treasure. However, I think it's whatever this opportunity is, this is contributing to you not being able to see or find a way out of your current situation. You're not able to see what's on offer so far as your heart space is concerned because of feeling mentally conflicted here. All right, what would your guides like to say to you now? Well, we have the Nine of Swords again. Beg your pardon, we didn't have the Nine of Swords. We've had the Eight of Swords, haven't we, going forward. Well, now we've got the Nine of Swords. And it's to do with the King of Rods energy. So the Nine of Swords is fear-based thoughts that are exaggerated in your mind because at night fearful thoughts become magnified, don't they? They keep us awake. They are bigger than what they should be. It's our subconscious sending up these fears, these thoughts that we keep locked away normally. And so what your guides want to say, that there's something about a Nine of Swords energy overthinking something, over worrying, you know, something that's, you know, I'm not saying there's not a basis for this, of course there is, but at night it becomes magnified, doesn't it? And that's what's happening here. And it's to do with the King of Rods energy. And the King of Rods, or the King of Wands, is an entrepreneur. He's not gender specific, he, she, but he sees opportunities and goes for them. So is a very active orientated. It can be self-serving, and I'm saying that because we've got the Nine of Swords here. So the King of Rods, on the flip side of his energy, is he can be have a large ego, be self-serving, sees opportunities and goes for them, no matter how it affects others. And it's that sort of a negative energy. It can be. And that's what's creating this worry here. And it's to do with the King of Rods energy that's around you or connected to you, Libra. Or it's the energy, just the energy of a King of Rods. You know, perhaps for some of you it could be overthinking, over worrying about an opportunity that you can see, that you want to go for, that you feel really strongly urged to go for. But you're overthinking it and worrying about it. So that's just for some others of you. But there's something certainly keeping you wrapped up mentally, you know, keeping you stuck mentally. And it's to do with a new opportunity that's meaningful for your heart. An offer, perhaps, or opportunity that's showing itself. Because right at the beginning we had number 25, didn't we, which was talking about something being misleading, an illusion and confusion. So things, you know, I can see that in the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords energy here on the table for you. Either something or somebody misleading you, and it could be the King of Rods energy here. And, you know, and is that the same energy? Is that still coming from the tower moment that you've been thinking about, that you've been trying to get a better understanding about? But I'm going to get more information here. So we've had farewells, goodbye and closure. So I really can't see where this fits in overall with the reading. So I'm going to get more information about that. I mean, it may be linked to the tower, what's happened with the tower, and that energy is still resonating around you. So I'm just going to get some more information now, Libra. Right, could we clarify number 15, please? The farewell, goodbye and closure. Could we clarify number 15, please? For Libra. Could we clarify number 15, please? For Libra. Right, they've all gone flying onto the floor. Bear with me. Alright, so at the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Swords again, and of course we've seen the Ace of Swords as an overall energy here. And well, here it is again, out of its sheath, ready for taking action, you know, being brave, being strong and taking direct action. Let's see, I'll just put that to one side. So what we have here concerning number 15, bit about letting go, moving on, releasing, goodbyes and closure. So what we have here is something to do with an offer, an opportunity that you haven't taken, you haven't accepted. So this is either an offer that came into you at some point, or this was you offering something to somebody. And it was at a time of a Wheel of Fortune. It's a time of Wheel of Fortune where the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favour. So, you know, the universe opening up, the future not being secured. So, you know, the doors are all open and it's up to you which door you walk through. It's that sort of an energy. So this opportunity coming in at a time of movement and change and doors opening. And it's to do with a relationship. And we also had the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is being sad, grieving, preoccupied over something that's gone, something that's lost. Coming away from the battle, you see the battle raging in the background. And this soldier's come away from the battle and is grieving over a loss, something gone. Something ended there. But he has got two golden cups waiting for him, but he won't see those at this time because he's very much caught in the Five of Cups energy. Okay. So somebody's feeling sad, grieving over a sense of loss. And it's to do with some form of closure. That may well be also to do with the a tower moment that's happened. But there has been an offering in the past that you or somebody else hasn't accepted. And it was at a time of the Wheel of Fortune turning, of things, massive change, and opportunity, doors opening. And it's to do with a relationship, a close relationship. But I feel whatever this offer was, it wasn't accepted. And that's led on to some form of closure. Messages to do with closure. But there's certainly an energy on the table of, and we've got two Ace of Swords, so a need to grasp the nettle, to take action, to cut away that which is not serving you any longer. To get rid of some form of a manipulative energy here. But, you know, tapping into your intuition, digging deep, concerning these seeds that you've planted, something that you've been nurturing and growing. And it was something that it was an opportunity that suddenly appeared for you that you felt truly blessed with. But you kept it to yourself because of going through difficult times to do with this. But not giving up. But sort of, you know, taking shelter, if you like, keeping the knowledge you'd got away from others, or the wealth you'd got away from others. But being quite preoccupied with it, whatever this tower moment had brought in, and becoming very introspective. But then going forward, still feeling quite mentally tied up, not being able to find a way forward out of this dilemma, difficult situation, concerning something that, you know, it has been or is meaningful for your heart. New opportunities to do with your heart, but you're feeling very stuck and trapped in your mind. And then what your guides want to say, yes, you know, fear-based thoughts concerning a King of Rods energy. Okay. Could we have two final messages, please, for Libra concerning this reading? Two final messages for Libra, please, concerning this reading. Two final messages. So first of all we have in the flow, and this says everything is smooth sailing and rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. So this is about coming up from the crowd. You're in the groove now and you're well on your way. The light, you've got your lamps lit. You can sit back and relax. You know, all the hard work's been done and everything's going to be smooth sailing for you, Libra. Lovely, beautiful energy. And rainbow blessings. So although where you are at the moment feels a bit dark, you know, you've just got to go a little bit further and go through the archway, and the rainbow blessings are waiting for you there. All right, so blessings are showering your life. But you've just got to go a little bit further now, and I think that's where you've got to grasp the nettle, grasp the sword, and cut away this darkness to let the sunshine and the blue sky come forward. All right, that's your reading this time round, Libra. I hope you've enjoyed it, whoever it was for. It won't be for everybody, but it will be for somebody or a few of you. But good luck going forward, and until next time, bye-bye for now.